propose, right? Right. There was a zombie apocalypse.
It's here now.
Okay, a zombie apocalypse.
Oh no,
right?
It's here.
There's 30 people, right? That's surviving. You know what I mean? And Lex Friedman and me are a part of this 30 people, right?
Yeah.
Who do you think they would ask to be in charge to get things right? They would go to Lex
As far as
Friedman.
what? For what?
In any survival, getting electricity.
Almost anything.
Strategy, almost everything. Strategy,
If they
survival.
were like, hey, it's
They're
late.
not going to ask him?
They're going to ask him before
No, they're not.
me.
No, they're not. Oh, before you? Because you're a bitch. How many times I got to get told?
Right, you're a tough guy.
I'm smart, but I'm a bitch. Is that what it is? Yeah. I'm a smart bitch. I'm a smart bitch.
You keep breaking yourself.
Here's what's gonna happen.
It's
After a
fucking
long
crazy.
day of trying to rebuild society and build up the wall so the zombies don't kill us all, everyone's tired, and at the end, Lex comes up to Bobby and he's like, will you do like the penis dance for everyone to get the morale up? And you do, and he crushes.
Right.
And that rewards him as a higher value. However,
Exactly. In that scenario,
that's not gonna make the group go, this is the smartest guy in the group.
Right.
They're gonna go, this guy's the most fun.
Exactly.
I love this guy. He's the king.
That's my role. That's my role.
We
Court
play our
gesture.
roles. Yeah.
Court gesture.
We're jesters.
What
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
doing, but what you're doing
What
is
we're doing, dude? What is your problem? Think about what you're saying.
I know what I'm saying because none of those guys have contributed to science as far as technology and an uplifting.
Do you
humanity.
know that? I
All
don't
they
know
do
that
is
for a
teach.
fact. Do you
No,
know that
but
for a
here's what
fact?
I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
Do you think teaching isn't
Well, I
contributing?
will say Lex, he does build shit. He does build, but he hasn't. Look, those guys haven't invented things. The guys that you think that are really smart are the guys that invent and create shit on their own.
So Stephen
Now,
Hawking with the whole black hole thing in the theater.
the whole black hole thing, that shit is always getting, his shit ain't even 100%. They gave him a Nobel Peace Prize on some shit that he 100% don't even know. He just basically go, okay. Nah, because they've been showing that his shit.
This is great.
But he was one of the first.
Am I right? Am I right?
But
or
he
wrong
was one of
about
the first people to
I'm
come
not
up with a
saying-
lot of these theories. Though.
Yeah.
So
Well, no,
theorizing is the
Einstein
part of science.
was one of the first people that came up with some of the most of this shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is,
So
Einstein,
now-
is Einstein smarter than me? Okay,
yeah, of course.
Whoa.
so there are people then.
Right. No, here's what I'll say. With
We
you,
got one. Albert Einstein, guys.
listen,
Not Stephen Hawking,
But-
but Einstein, yes.
Hey, I'll be honest with you. Now, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
He wasn't as smart as you.
Oh, here we go.
He was fucking his own cousin. He cheated on his wife with his own cousin.
Okay. You don't know how good his cousin's pussy was.
Yeah.
You weren't a fucking round.
But what I'm saying is he was a you say he's a genius in science, but as a man, as like an all around genius in understanding love and connection, all that he's shit. See, there's an intelligence involved in just.
Okay. I understand. Speaking of the mic first.
You're going
Yeah.
into.
Speak in the mic.
Yeah, we
Okay.
got stay in the mic. I know
Yeah.
you're getting passionate.
You're getting
What I
passionate.
You're
understand.
going into the science, the art, like it's just it's science.
Okay,
right?
time
the
out.
same dumb motherfuckers that made nuclear weapons that we're having a problem with today. Dumbass scientists. You say they smart because they could create the weapons, but they're dumb because they made them.
Okay. They may not have social empathy, right? It's kind of like how sometimes higher intellectual people are on the spectrum. They're not good at social cues, or they're not good at looking people in the eye and certain types of conversation rhythmic beats. Right. You may be more intellectual when it comes to those things. But as far as the far-reaching things that are much more difficult to compute with the regular brain,
They're smarter in science.
yes, but science is almost everything. What do you think everything is? Everything is fucking science.
But they're not
You are
intelligent.
science. This is all
But
science.
They don't know all science. They just know the area that they're
I know,
in.
but you know none of it, and they know none of it.
I know some of it. I don't know everything.
But
I
you know what
some
I
of it.
mean? They know one thing very well.
That's
I know
what they
you're
do
saying.
for a living.
We are intellectually superior when it comes to comedic rhythms, timing, thought processes. Right, but that's a almost unusable
man,
skill.
It's unusable.
Outside of what we do, in another society, it wouldn't even be functioning as a
Like
job.
100 years ago, if
understand,
I lived
listen.
in Korea, right, and my families were rice.
I'm back in Ireland. He's in Korea.
Yeah. We heard rice.
And I'm a potato farmer.
Yeah, right.
And I'm cracking jokes in the field.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
That's what I'm doing. I'm the funny
brightening the
guy
day.
in the rice field, right?
Right.
But if I was Lex Friedman, I'd be in the government.
Well, you'd own the rice field.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
own the rice field.
By the way, you collecting rice cracking jokes.
Oh my god.
So fucking funny.
Yeah, yeah.
But the
We need to
problem
do a
is-
movie where it's like dual worlds happening, and I'm in a potato farm,
problem
Yeah.
and I'm stuffing potatoes in my ass to get a laugh.
And you know how those rice paddy hats? When I'm doing, you could, if you had an aerial view, you could see the hats go up and down because I'm killing so hard, right? You know what I mean? But that's all I'm good at.
How many bushels did you pick? I killed today. And you just crushed the rice field.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying.
Here's a question.
Yeah.
You guys never wanted to be a scientist.
Oh my
Am
God,
I right or wrong about that?
Wait,
I'm just hold on. This guy.
this is good. Sit. This is really
Okay,
good.
I'm gonna let me just explain something.
No,
to you.
I never wanted
Let
to
me
be a
explain
scientist.
something to
There
you.
it is.
Okay. My parents said to me at the age of 16, because I got all Fs, right? Like
For
D's and
fun.
F.
F for fun.
F for fun, right? My dad goes, "I'll buy you a brand new car if you just get C in biology," right? That semester, I fucking studied. I did the tests, right? I got a D.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and I never got the car.
You know what's crazy about
Okay, so my point is this, and I remember every night I go, you know what, dude? I am going to fucking study all. I couldn't comprehend any of it. You know what I mean?
And I get that.
Yeah, yeah.
You worked so hard.
I worked
just to
so
get-
hard to get it.
to get 10 more points,
Yeah,
but
I
still not
couldn't
get a
get
car.
it.
And I get that. You know why?
Yeah, why?
Because you're a goddamn dummy.
Oh, hey, don't sling
yeah,
around
yeah.
insults
Yeah,
around
hold
here,
on,
bro.
hold on,
Right,
hold
right.
on. But, sorry, I ain't trying to dish you, but I got locked in juvenile
Yeah.
and still got a C in goddamn chemistry after I got locked up. That's how fucking smart I was. I even posted it on Instagram. You motherfucker. You see, I guess because
I was trying to prove my point. You just
Can I tell you
told
something,
me
by the way?
that I was
Getting
as
a
smart
C.
as Stephen Hawking.
No, here's the thing. All I'm saying is everything is information. And information is all about your desire and what you want to learn. It's just like, did they ask Neil deGrasse Tyson, was he great at math? He said, no. He said, I just love to do the science, so I learned and I pushed to learn the math. That's all it is.
Some people have a
Like-
better comprehension level. Comprehension level is something
Like,
you're missing.
yeah, okay, I would say that. Like physically, there are some people smarter than others because of physically they can't. But just because you're in your positions doesn't mean you're not smart. It just means that
we didn't say we're
perfected
not smart. I'm saying they're smarter than me.
Yeah.
I'm
not doing
smart.
that.
They're smarter than me.
That's all he's saying.
Here. I'm tall. NBA players are taller than me. They both can exist, but to say that those people aren't smarter than me, I know what you mean. You're picking
Yeah.
out certain scales of intelligence, but there is IQ. IQ is a broad test that shows your level of intellectual abilities to comprehend different parts of math, science, social, blah blah. It's everything.
Right.
IQ is the basis. Stephen Hawking's IQ is higher than yours and mine and his, probably combined, if I'm being honest.
But what I'm saying,
So yes, he's smarter than us.
that's only
There has to be a
because-
scale.
But that's only because that was his. See, also you have to remember.
You
where
can't refute the IQ
how
testing.
were
You have no
born.
argument back
It
to that.
depends on how you were born, where you were, and it just depends on what you're attracted to. So if I believe, this is what I believe.
You
in
think
my heart,
everyone has the ability to be a genius?
physically. If
How did
you
we go from
physically can.
aliens to this? I forgot.
I totally forgot.
I totally forgot. We just went into a completely different. Oh yeah, the lady.
Yeah, the lady.
That lady they showed the video.
Who has the highest IQ on Earth? Who has the highest IQ alive? Despite being a college dropout, Marilyn Vos Savant, that's where the word savant comes from, gained significant attention when her estimated IQ was score of 228, was listed in Guinness Book of World Records in 85. Famous for her column in Parade magazine, where she gained critical attention for solving the famous mathematical Monty Hall problem. What is
Monty
ooh?
Hall,
What is it? What does she build? What is she?
Oh my fucking god.
All I'm saying is
she solved the Monty Hall
the
problem. What is
basis
it?
in life is so you could just take care of yourself. Eat anything else is what you apply yourself to, right? So whatever she does, that's what she wanted to do. She loved doing that. So I'm telling you, you would be great at science. You would be great if that's what you had a desire. You're not. That just wasn't.
I
your
had a
condition.
desire to get a C,
And it didn't
to get a car,
fucking
and
happen.
it didn't happen.
But
I
okay.
put my desire in it. Trust me. Right? I hated taking the bus. All my friends had cars. My desire was pure. 100%.
A lot of desire.
A lot of desire.
Okay, I guess I'm different.
no.
Because my teachers used to say I was a potential A student, but I played too much. And that was the thing. I played too much, and then once I got
So
into
why
gangs
didn't you
and
have the
drugs,
intellectual desire to not play too much?
Why didn't I have the intellectual desire to not play too much? You know, grew up different. Everybody has different.
No, because I
scenarios
think
in their
that's
life.
not your path.
Right.
I don't think it's meant for you.
Okay, that
Because
could be
your
too.
brain doesn't have that thing. I think that bitch, Savant, her brain had the thing, whether she liked it or not. We had the comedy thing, whether we liked it or not. It was developing it to make it a career that is the next step. But this bitch was born a genius. She just had to like cue
child
into it.
prodigies that can play like a Rachmaninoff piece at the age of 3.
I can't play.
That's just like a
chopsticks.
higher level of
I fuck
fucking
up
intelligence.
chopsticks every time.
I don't, that shit ain't nothing. It don't.
Is this Marilyn Savant?
What does all that benefit them? What does it does for them?
Oh, I don't know. Change culture, inspire.
First
And
of all,
where- and where they-
so many
But
of our
that's what you
scientists.
do. You change culture. You inspire doing what you do.
Okay, but so many of our scientists have come along that have look at this. Fucking Elon Musk 155. This bitch was 228. That's how smart this woman was.
Right.
And time
And
out.
look at the two.
Scientists
Look at the difference
created
between the two.
the cure and the
Now
vaccine.
you will say because a
polio.
man in a woman's world is difficult for a woman. But go ahead.
No, I'm saying
God.
I'm saying what science has contributed is we've cured disease.
Let's go back to aliens.
Nothing.
Man.
There's no cures.
So if the government created this other agency, this agency to specifically look for UFOs, right, Doc? Do they have an agency for like exorcisms and you know what I mean, that kind of a realm, like spiritual realms?
They haven't announced nothing like that.
So there isn't one.
Not that I know of.
It's at the Vatican City.
Oh, you think Vatican has one?
Shadiest place on earth.
It's pretty shady.
No, have you ever been there?
No.
Scary. Have you been to the Vatican? So scary.
Why?
It is its own. I'm gonna misquote this. It's its own jurisdiction of everything. They have their own police, their own
State.
banks, their own government.
Uh-huh.
They don't have to obey to anything. No outside force can influence them.
That's
If
incredible.
someone gets murdered
Yeah.
in the walls of the Vatican, it doesn't need to ever leave the walls of the Vatican. Dude, and I asked one of our tour guides when I went there.
Oh, you were just there.
Well, we didn't go this time, but I went the last time I went, and I said, let me ask you a question you're going to find annoying. And she was like, yeah. And I said, how many people do you think get killed or accidental deaths in these walls? And she's like, a few times a year, I think something happens within these walls that never makes it out.
Wow.
A few times a year.
That's incredible.
Because who would know? Because you know the gates are open during mass. Thousands of people flood the square. So if there's beef or there's something going on beneath the surface, if it happens in the square, no one will know.
It's like the Da Vinci Code.
It is like the Da Vinci
Yeah,
Code.
yeah.
It is like the fucking Da Vinci Code.
Okay.
It's just shady to me, dude. God bless the Vatican. Good for you guys. Don't kill me. Don't fucking maim me. But I just that to me, that's alien shit. That's UFO stuff.
Yeah.
Because you know they got some shit in the Vatican.
Yeah.
All right. So you set the tone, set the mood.